Hello, I am Samlata, English Assistant JMC School Orthopedic. Welcome to SL Baina English. Listen to the video from beginning to the end. If you like it, share it and subscribe it. Today we are going to learn about relative clauses. Okay, what is a clause? A clause is a group of words that contains both a subject and a predicate. A clause is a group of words that contains both a subject and a predicate. There are four types of clauses: main clause, subordinate clause, conditional clause and relative clause. Okay, main clause, subordinate clause, conditional clause and relative clause. What is main clause? Main clause is an independent clause that expresses complete thought and stands alone. What is main clause? Main clause is an independent clause. It expresses complete thought and stands alone. What is subordinate clause? Subordinate clause is a dependent clause. It depends on main clause for its meaning. It doesn't give complete meaning, and so it depends on main clause for its meaning. Okay. Third one, conditional clause. It usually begins with if or unless and describes something that is possible or probable. What is conditional clause? It usually begins with if or unless and describes something that is possible or probable. Fourth one, relative clause. It is one connected to a main clause with the who or which, when, where, whose or whom. Okay. What is relative clause? It is one connected to a main clause with the who, which, when, where, whose, whom. Today we are going to learn about relative clauses. Relative clauses allow us to add extra information about something without need to make two sentences. We need not to make two sentences. By using these relative pronouns, we can write as one sentence. Okay. They work in a similar way to adjectives. We use who for people, which for things, where for places, when for time, whose for possessions. Once again I tell you, who for people, which for things. We can use it for places also. Where for places, when for time, whose for possessions. We could say, I saw a man, he looked like my uncle. We can write this as I saw a man who, here who is referring to a man. Okay, a man who looked like my uncle. The car is outside of my house. It is grey in color. Here two sentences are there. There are two sentences. We are writing into one sentence by using this relative pronoun. The car is outside of my house. It is a place. Here we put which is grey in color. The car is outside of my house. We are deleting full stop and it only. Okay. In that place we are placing which is grey in color. In first sentence also we are removing full stop and he, because who is referring to man, and so we are removing full stop and he, and we are combining the two sentences with who, because who is referring to a man. Okay, I saw a man who looked like my uncle. There are two types of relative clauses, defining and non-defining. Defining is necessary information essential to distinguish which thing or person we are talking about. We use no commas here. Once again I tell you, defining clause, defining relative clause, necessary information essential to distinguish which thing or person we are talking about. We use no commas here. I called my brother. Here we are putting no comma. Here who is referring to my brother, who is in Hyderabad. Non-defining is giving extra information, not necessary to distinguish which thing or person we are talking about. We put that in between commas. I called my brother, comma, who lives in Hyderabad, is an engineer. Okay. I called my brother, comma, who lives in Hyderabad. This is extra information. We are putting this in between commas. Is an engineer. Okay. We use defining relative clause in definitions. We often use defining relative clause in definitions. A carpenter is a person who makes things from wood. Here, we are explaining about carpenter. Carpenter is a person who refers to person makes things from wood. The book is on the table which is made up of wood. Here which is referring to the table. Okay, which is made up of wood. You can shorten some relative clauses using a present participle or past participle. You can shorten some relative clauses using a present participle or past participle. I have seen the boy who is climbing a tree. Present to the present and also to the past, we use present participle. I have seen the boy. Here we are omitting who is climbing a tree. Who is, we are omitting, climbing a tree. I have seen the boy climbing a tree. We are writing only present participle. We are omitting the relative clause. Okay. He has a house which was given by his parents. Here was given is passive voice. He has a house which was given by his parents. Was given passive voice. We are omitting here which was, which is referring to house. Okay, which was house was anamata. He has a house which was given by his parents. It is passive voice. Here we are using present participle by omitting which was. Okay. We can omit the relative pronoun when the pronoun is the object of the relative clause. Smita's songs is the album which I listened to last night. Here album is the pronoun that is the object of the relative clause. And so here which is referring to album, but we are omitting which. Smita's songs is the album which I listened to last night. Here the album is the pronoun that is the object of the relative clause, and we are omitting which, that is referring to the album. Okay, Smita Songs is the album which I listened to last night. I think you understood. If you don't understand, once again see the video and listen to the video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.